And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Panzer Corps 2 on Norway South. Um, Landings have gone okay. We lost one unit and we might lose more. See how that goes. We might lose either the Brooklyn Pioneer or the 88. Not sure which of those two we're probably going to lose. But otherwise, things are going reasonably well. We're overcoming most of the objectives. We now just got one sort of centralized area where everyone has to converge on to complete the mission. Okay, 88 survives one more turn. It's probably a little expensive to be preparing it the way we're doing it, but we are. Okay, let's get the force march, get these guys marched over quicker. Almost got destroyed. Move over there so we get some supporting fire for the infantry here. We need to get these guys recovered so they can be effective when they arrive. Okay, looks like we got a clear road into the western area for these guys marching in. We got them split up, which is maybe not ideal from a direct firepower assault situation, but so is an ideal way. We shouldn't be directly shooting up guys anyway. We should be trying to encircle and destroy them. Closest airfield is that one, although that one's maybe not much of an improvement. And yeah, the Schnell boats at this point are not useful. Forget about them. Okay, let's take up the turn. Poor 88. I said how vulnerable I feel like would be in the armored half track. Probably not too badly vulnerable. And we can fight from half tracks. Get some shots off. Oh, got them to surrender. That's actually pretty useful. Okay, I should get rid of that fort. Well, I suppose that is an airfield we got the armored car on. Well, I think it's still a little early for the fighters to come in. If this was going to kill it, I'd do the attack, but no. I'm going to ignore it because it won't. We'll rebase this one closer. And yeah, I'm a little bit tempted to have one of the Fallschirmjäger land on the island just to take the 50 prestige we get for capturing the fort. I still don't have move and shoot. Can't shoot the aircraft. Shame. So we're gonna pay expensive repair cost. Okay, so I think on their turn they won't have any readiness because of the dark mode penalty. Or at least won't by our turn. Yeah, this is going to have to be a heads-on offensive either way. So, commit. Yeah, no, we're going to move there. So, we got a 1v3 there. If I force march, can we get to you? Yes. Or another Norwegian flag captured and the 50 prestige acquired. I think the destroyers, if we can get them up there in time, would be able to do some ground bombardment. The difficult question is, can we get them up there in time? The answer to that probably is no. But we'll find out. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Okay, taking Oslo. So I'm surprised that hasn't put you out of supply. There we go. They're officially encircled. Okay, surrendered more prestige. Yeah, I don't think they make it up there in time, because I think we're gonna get this guy to surrender this turn. Okay, we can see there's an artillery piece and one Norwegian infantry blocking our last objective here. Okay. Not quite in range, but much closer. At this point, there's no planes left, so if we are using the 88, it's going to be in AT mode. There we go. Now, to be fair, that unit's stuck there for the rest of the mission, but that's fine. They got our 50 prestige. If I'm careful enough, I can in theory encircle the rest of the units and get prestige off with them. But... oh, destroyed half the unit there. Oh, that's a rail line, not a road. Which does surprisingly make a small amount of difference. Sawing up the carpet bombing. They've bombed the artillery. Yeah, pretty sure you're stuck. These guys have to strafe. Just encircled myself. That was not the smartest move. Okay, and we destroyed the unit which unencircled ourselves. We always get no prestige from that. Other than for taking the city. It's my dive bomb or dive bomb? Artillery? Okay. Well, it looks like other than that one pioneer, we haven't successfully lost anyone else, so that's good. Okay. Cycle the turn. I think I can take both these guys, both these units as prisoners. According to plan. Oop. No. Forgot I gotta need the entrenched first. So, no luck on that one. Okay, that one's de-entrenched. It's more damage than we want to do. That's probably about right. There we go. Allow that one to surrender, and then we can take the last objective, ending the mission. Okay, so now we get the objective. Do we move into the Sedan? We're into Belgium. Operation Fall Gleb demands two-prong invasion France. While one outflanking attack moves to the Ardennes, one diversionary attack, or diversionary will attack directly into Belgium. I think we could go Belgium.
Herr General, it is good to see you in Aachen once again. I don't have time for pleasantries, though. We have a serious situation on our hands. As you may have heard, our plans to attack the Low Countries fell into Allied hands. But it was decided that you will be attacking Belgian positions to the west regardless.
So those are our three main objectives. Capture the objective axis.
This is no suicide mission, rather a clever diversion to make the enemy think they know what we are doing. To that end, you will need to launch a frontal attack against consecutive river defense lines. The first obstacle is here, on the Moose River. To assist you, a special detachment of Fallschirmjägers have been deployed to assault the fortress at Eben-Emal. After Liege, you will then need to cross the Deal, and then approach your main objective at Brussels. Expect major resistance to your efforts, so a slow and steady advance is recommended. Only limited enemy reinforcements should interfere, though, as our main attack through the Ardennes cuts the Allied lines behind them. Fight bravely, Herr General.
Okay, so that is the briefing for this mission. We picked up the Unyielding hero here. And it does look like I did lose that hero from last time. Yeah, lost the hero on the artillery, which is the artillery hero, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh no, he moved to the reserve. Okay. I still got artillery support if we want that hero. and unyielding, can't be suppressed by enemy fire. Both somewhat useful. So let's push everything into move all units to reserve. So we get stuck again. Two Fallschirmjägers that we gotta take. And we do keep the Fallschirmjägers that we recruited in the last mission, although we don't keep the 2 that we were stuck with. Okay, you go to half track. Okay. So I think we're gonna take at least one of the pioneers. Little tempted to take 2, although that might be a little greedy. We're gonna probably want the armored car, probably repaired. Might not put the hero on the armored car this time. You're gonna want our flak. Probably both artillery, although we'll might swap the other artillery, upgrade the artillery to something specific. Take our planes. I don't think we've got new planes yet. I think we're still working with the old planes. We're probably going to want our tanks back. At least that one. Probably that one as well. Debating on the third one. We may upgrade the third one and build it fresh instead of keep the old one. We'll see. We might want some Broken Pioneer. Okay, I think we'll take the Weir Infantry. I might take additional Fallschirmjägers. Might just keep the 2 that we got there. And the mountain troops we don't need for this mission, so we're going to leave them on the bench. So what new equipment do we have access to? Same infantry from the last mission. Panzer 4D and Panzer 3F. So yeah, it might be worth just grabbing new Panzer 3, the Panzer 4 Panzer 3 instead of upgrading the old one. We got upgraded reconnaissance vehicles, so we can upgrade the recon. Upgraded AT, it's basically self-propelled AT. Probably not going to bother the AA, it's going to do what we want there better. Got a different AA. We got Stugs. Might take a Stug. And yeah, I think it's the same. Oh no, we got a new bomber. How does that compare up to the Junker? It's cheaper, takes up less slots. I'm not too worried about ammo. Does less damage. Better against air targets. Better against air targets, interestingly. Massachusetts 110D. For the way what we want, that's not the direction we want. We don't really need our dive bombers to be resistant to enemy fire. Oh, and I suppose we did have the Junkers from the last mission, which we didn't use. Alright, so this is what we've got. We can swap to this one, which would be more expensive. Or we can swap to this one, which is also more expensive. Might be worth upgrading the aircraft. Or did we have the Heinkel? No, I think we had the Dornier. Okay. Okay, I think it's time to upgrade our existing aircraft. So we're going to take one of our upgrades, upgrading the aircraft. Upgrading the strategic bomber. I only get 3 upgrades. I'll take the other one on the recon. Makes it both better against infantry and better ground defense. And I think I'll upgrade the artillery to the 210. and then we'll pick up the Stug. My relatives decided the staple. That came through on the mic. Do you want 2 Bruggen Pioneer? I think I do want at least another tank. Let's take the Panzer Corps Ost D. Got 6 more spots. Take a second Brooklyn Pioneer. And the Pioneer. Oh, which one? I got 1 spot left, which we'll take as the 3rd Brooklyn. Oh, no, that works. Okay. We should get these guys rated to full. I think that's what we're taking. Okay. Wait, 210? Did I select the wrong artillery piece? Counter battery AT. Oh, no. Okay. I'm confusing. I thought I had 2. I thought I had the smaller one. That's fair. Okay, so we're going to put on one of these. We're going to put the artillery here. Do soft support as well. Okay, that's what we're going to do for the initial deployment here. Oh, and I've got extra heroes. What do I want to do with my heroes? Got unyielding to deploy. Okay. Let's put that on the Panzer Corps. Okay. Now we end deployment. Oh, I suppose if I only moved to 1, I'd be able to shoot with you. Okay, you've got AA cover that looks like that. If I send one of the fighters over here, that'll basically provide AA cover to those two. I'm gonna have, realize what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have 1 unit exposed to something. That's the start here. Second the turn. Enemy fighter coming in, strafing our artillery. Okay, enemy infantry mostly being nice enough to attack our troops in the open. Bring them down. Okay, the artillery's been dealt with. Start to attack those forts. Inhibited their ability to really carry out significant counterattack. Can I get the dive bomber to come in? Not enough to destroy the fort, although enough to render the fort unable to really retaliate. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, a little bit of rain. Not a super serious problem. can take that guy as prisoner. That wasn't the way I wanted them to retreat. I can work with that, but it's definitely not the way I wanted them to retreat. If I had a choice, I would not have had them run that way, but... Oh, he's not going to be deployed this turn, but we'll push him over there. When he sets up, he'll be a little bit more useful. Okay. Okay, we got them down to... More suppression. Can we suppress them a little bit more? A little bit more than that, please. Junker, do we want to bomb you? No. Armored car is out of range. Okay, so we need to rebase you. It's time to rebase you. Yeah, same to you. Risk of getting rebased farther away, we'll rebase to there. Oh, you're half a unit, so we should probably recover you back up, yeah. Okay, Okay, do I have enough firepower to get this guy to surrender? Maybe. That should be enough. Here we go. So the surrender, if they got nowhere to retreat to, and you do more damage than half their difference between HP and suppression, they'll... Well, if they can retreat, they'll retreat. If they can't, they'll surrender. So that was the circumstance. We got him surrounded, so if we could get enough damage on him, we'd get him surrender. We got 5 victory hexes to capture. We control 1 of the 5. We got Antwerp, Brussels, Oldenburg, and Namur over there. I think we're at a good place to put a part break in. Probably let the fight go a little bit too long because I got a little bit too carried away into our assault on the river here. But we're over the river. Maybe a question of whether or not we really want to push into Antwerp with the tanks. I can always use the Brooklyn Pioneer to allow the tanks to cross the river again if I want to sweep the tanks around the bottom now that we're through that bridge. Taking into Brussels is going to be a frontal assault, which is going to mostly be infantry trying to push through a couple bridge towns here. But I think that's the plan going forward. So if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be the next part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. This is going to be the midstream tea break where I go get another cup of tea. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.